today has several kinds of footage. So I'm doing this on photo booth. There's GoPro. There's a tour of Nai Beach on the phone. And then back in the pool again for an interview with a very interesting Taiwan who I met yesterday after the thing, world traveler, life experience, big life experience. Her first husband was a U.S. Air Force F-16 pilot, and she's been all over the world. Pretty good English, and we're in the pool. We're joined by a couple of her family members. Let's go to Nai Beach. Record some more video. Made it out to Nai Beach. I'll give you a little look there, and that's you compare it with all the auto bikes and everything. There's my motorcycle, a real motorcycle. 1 down, 5 up. So, made it out, and I'm sitting here just thinking what I'm gonna video about, and I'll give you another view of the beach in a minute. So again, that's the transportation unit, my GPX Cafe Racer, and I like the auto bikes. I love the auto bikes. They're so easy to drive, and now they're getting bigger. Like they're up to like 350s, totally automatic. A pleasure to drive, very easy. This is where I hang out, and you'll meet the girl sitting to the right there in a minute. And this is a place up here at the north end called Rock Salt. Great name for a restaurant. And let's just step down the steps a bit. So you get a panoramic view of this wonderful beach. It's called Naiharn. Nar space Harn. This is my most common place to go to, and today is an unusual day because right now we're in monsoon flow, which lasts from the early summer into the fall, and sometimes the weather can get really rough. Yesterday on Katanoi Beach, which is about 10 minutes away, 2 people drowned in the heavy surf because it just gets pushed in, and then you get riptides, which is a riptide is when weather, typically wind or surf flow, push all the water in up, and what goes up must come down, what goes in must go out. So it goes out typically in channels. So people get caught in a channel and they see they're getting driven out to sea, and they fight against it, and that's death. What you do is you flip over on your back and you meander gently, preserve energy, just kicking with your legs, and stroking with your arms slowly, preserve energy, parallel to the beach, not in or out, but along the beach, and eventually you will come to the water that's going in rather than going out, and it will carry you right to the beach, and you will save your life. So I had a cousin who a mountaineer, sportsman extraordinaire, who died in a riptide on Miami Beach because as much as he knew about mountaineering, he didn't know about swimming and heavy surf in the ocean. All right. So I'm going to try to set up an interview with a girl here in just a few minutes. And it's a pretty interesting story. Oh, I have another little tidbit about this beach. From here, Rock Salt, to those rocks you see at the far end is exactly 556 meters. So just over a half a kilometer. And so when it's calm water and I come over here, one of my favorite things to do is I walk the beach from here to down there. Then I get in the water, and then I freestyle it back. And what I mean by freestyle swimming is that I do side stroke, backstroke, what's called freestyles, arm over arm. I do breaststroke. I do everything to get back. There's no time limit, but I always get back. So it's a good kilometer, half walking, half swimming.
Hello, my name is Nina from Phuket.
Yeah.
Welcome to beautiful Paradise Island. We went to Naiharn Beach today,
Yes. And
now we come back to the hotel. That's where I stay.
This is your sister
My sister
and your niece.
Pam daughter.
Yeah, that means your niece, right? Yeah. So I have a story. This Richard Nikoley. Well, and this is the last segment of the video I already did. Scoot in a little.
I'm single.
And so yesterday I'm at this place where I did the video yesterday with the steak lunch, and I did the video from the pool. But after that, come on. So after that, I meet Nita, and Nita, you met me, and we started talking. Why? Because you think I'm what?
I think he was a Richard Gere.
She thinks I look like Richard Gere. Now, there's no accounting for it, to each his own on that. But it turned out actually before that, when I was eating, she was talking to some other people, and and I heard her and her
My story?
good English, and she's telling stories about her life. I'm like, wow, she's a cosmopolitan girl. She's been around the world many times. And the most interesting one is that when you were young, your father sent you to England.
To England, to King's School in Bournemouth.
Yes.
I lived there for 5 years.
5 years, and you had a very rich English boyfriend, right?
Yes, on that time. And then I have a break 1 month. I decide my boyfriend want to go to India, but I decided to go to Thailand to visit my family. Then
Back to Bangkok.
I met.
And then what happened when you came to Bangkok for 1 month?
My sister asked me to go to Landmark Hotel for dinner because they have a good band.
Yeah.
Filipino band. So I met with my first husband.
Yes. And who was your first husband?
He from America. He is from Michigan, and he is a pilot F-16 pilot.
U.S. Air Force F-16 pilot. So
he came to Thailand to training people how to fly F-16. So I met him.
Yep. And that should also who else is he? The father of?
The father of my son.
And her son, 22 years old now, right?
Yes, 22-year-old.
And he works in Dubai.
I sent him to Dubai for university, Dubai Academy in Dubai. And he finished university there, and then he living there and working there now.
Yeah. And her son is dual citizen, bilingual, so he's an American and a Thai.
Yeah, right now he in Michigan visits the family from his father's side.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, the father passed away. Tragic. And then you got married to an oil man.
Yes.
Right? And you were with him for 18 years.
18 years, second marriage, 18 years, but he passed away.
And he was from where? England?
From York, England.
Or York, England. He was an Englishman, oil company.
From New Zealand.
Yeah, and unfortunately he passed away two and a half years ago. Very tragic thing, right? But she's interested. She's been everywhere. She's only really. It's funny, I've met so many people, and of course there's more people who've been more places than I have because I lived in Japan for 5 years and traveled all over Asia, and then lived in France for 2 years and traveled all over there. She's probably been to more places than I have, right? She was quite impressed when she was talking about France, and I'm like, oh, wait, tu parles français? And
je parle un petit peu français.
Tu parles un petit peu français, un petit peu français. Elle parle un mot ou deux. I said she speaks a word or two of it. Anyway, she's been everywhere, and it's really cool. And so she was like, and the reason I did this is because yesterday she's like, show me where you live. So, and she has this like late model SUV, and I leave my motorbike here, and we go over to get a little bottle of whiskey, go over to my house, and she tells me all about her life, and I thought, it's so cool, right? And then I met her family.
My family stay here.
Yeah.
That's where I met Richard.
So she has like, well, she tends to call everybody sister, whether they're a sister or a cousin or any, but there's a ton. And one of her sisters I met a guy last night. Her sister's kind of, is he husband or boyfriend? I don't know.
Boyfriend, they will get married soon.
They get married soon, yeah. Yeah, he's a cool guy, Pedro, and he's
from
like
Hawaii.
Well, no, he's from California. He has house in Hawaii, though.
Yes.
Yeah. And so he's
he working in a hospital.
He's like a radiologist guy, right? Cool guy, had a great time, and so what else? Nita?
Anna,
what else do you want to tell everybody?
come on, go to sleep.
What?
Bye.
Bye. She's okay. She's gone. She's shy. All right. So anyway, this was kind of a interesting video. I started out with the GoPro on the motorbike over to the beach. I met her over on the today on the beach. She didn't want to record there, so we went back to their hotel. She lives here in Phuket, but her house is like an hour up or something like that.
Near the airport.
Near the airport, yeah. And so she's down here visiting family. Oh yeah, she loves dogs and cats. Yeah. Oh my God. 6 cats.
And 9 dogs.
6 cats and 9 dogs. Oh, don't.
No husband because no time for the man.
No time for the man. Only dogs and cats.
Only dog and cat.
Ah, okay.
And the man don't like dog and cats. So.
Yeah, like me.
But I like dog and cat.
Yeah, you like dog and cat. Well, it's up.
I shoot dog, not
what do you say in Thailand? Up to you.
Up to you.
Up to you.
Not my problem.
Yeah, not my problem. All right. So I hope that was a treat for you. And I will, I guess I'll end this. Maybe I'll add a little bit more later or something like that. Bye.